12. The conflict in Afghanistan has been ongoing for almost a decade, and the job description is changing all the time. 2-6 went to Taunton to see what deployment preparation means for 40 Commando.
It's my first time. I've no experience of this before. I've done as much training as I can do, and I'm as prepared as I ever could be.
Obviously you learn new ways of doing things, but your training's been very comprehensive, covering a lot of aspects, so yeah, I feel very prepared indeed.
Mission-specific training, which historically used to be called pre-deployment training, that takes about 6 months, and we're just at the latter stages of that now. We started with individual training and that sort of training on everything from the vehicles through to the new weapon systems, medical training and things like that for individuals. And then we built up for what we call collective training, when we start training in teams, starting at the section, so about 8 guys, then moving up to a troop, so around about 30 guys, and then finally ending up training as a company, which will range between about 100 to 120 guys, depending upon what configuration we'll be in. As the operation changes in theatre out in Afghanistan, again the training will be changed, and the team, what they call the OPTAG, the Operational Training and Advisory Group, they go to theatre on a regular basis, come back and then adapt the training to make sure that what we're doing is right up to date.
The stuff that's coming back from Afghanistan is always changing, but the experience that some of the older lads and the guys that have been in longer has sort of helped the likes of myself.
The mission-specific training is second to none. The guys get obviously pushed through a number of serials, ranging from a suicide bomber to setting up schools and hospitals, security for that. So, the guys are fully prepared for that, and we're ready to deploy now.
The training works because when we then get onto operations, it's just like an elongated exercise, with the difference is a few people are firing bullets at us this time.
There's a new NATO commander, and his big push is the people are the prize. It's counter-insurgency warfare. I think there's the myths of, that we're going over there for a kinetic conventional war, and now being dampened down, and that we are there to help the people of Afghanistan.
So the focus of training has been less on the conventional kinetic side of warfare, although that has been a part of it, and more about kind of getting involved with the people and interacting and learning to work with them.
You start in training with the idea that you work with a buddy, somebody you share a sort of shelter with, and you do everything together. You cook each other's food, you look out for each other on sentry, and that sort of brotherhood or buddiness sort of builds itself up into the section, and then into the troop, and finally into the company and the wider unit.
You can't exist as solely an individual in the Corps. You have to draw upon the men next to you, and that brotherhood is what will get you through the more difficult times.
On operations, there will be times where blokes will be tired and mentally and physically drained, and those words of like unselfishness, cheerfulness and adversity, they all come true, and you won't even notice it. It's just something that the Royal Marines obviously hold dear to ourselves, these qualities, values and standards, and I think they're essential, definitely in operations. Yeah.
You always need to keep a cheerfulness about you, whether it's a bit of banter with your fellow colleagues or whatever. It's just it's always good to have a good sense of humour and be able to brush stuff off.
Obviously everybody's a bit nervous, it's kind of nervous excitement. We're all looking forward to it, but yeah, the way to deal with it is just to focus on the job, just be as professional as possible.
It's getting a bit more real and a bit more scarier now, but looking forward to it all the same.
It's something now that we're getting so close to it that guys just want to deploy. We just want to get out there, do the job, and my mind is very much on the job.